I think we should once again congratulate the winner of life, the person who chose to click on this video and watch yet another great podcast episode of us with a fantastic concept. We are tier list ranking NFL logos.
Here's what's interesting about being a subscriber to this podcast is every single video is better than the last. There's no other content machine that just progressively, exponentially gets better.
We just keep stacking these wins, okay?
Yeah.
And this one's gonna be a fun one today. All right. So here it is. NFL logo tier list maker. And you, Mike, you and I have to decide together. Okay. So we have to kind of debate, push poll. Like we don't both get to make one. We have to decide as the Alfieri brothers, the list. Okay.
Great.
All right. Let's start off here. The Arizona Cardinals. All right.
Oh,
well, hold on.
Okay.
The team itself is so boring and meh. What do you think? The logo's kind of fine, isn't it?
Here's what the logo is: serviceable. The logo is the Cardinals logo is they were deciding on a logo, and that was the first draft that came up. He goes, "Okay, this is good for now, and we'll finish this up on Friday." But then they just never revisited it and just kept it for the duration of the franchise.
I will say also, it is so common. You see logos. You see everywhere. There's probably 1,000 high school football teams that have this logo, maybe in different colors.
Yeah.
Isn't it also basically an MLB logo? There's the St. Louis Cardinals, kind of similar, red bird.
It feels kind of cheap. I think that the Cardinals logo is one of the most replicated logos in all of high school football.
Yeah, it feels like that. You always have those. So what do you think? It's not ugly. It's serviceable. What do we think? Like a C level?
Yeah, let's say C. Let's say C. It's sterile. Okay. You're in a hospital waiting room, just like how it feels to be at the game.
It's the toys that are in a hospital waiting room. You're at the dentist. They have that little toy where you move the things around. There's a fish tank.
Yeah, there's a fish tank. You're at the dentist, and you're a little bit too old to be at this dentist, but the healthcare of the family, you're covered, so you have to kind of play the role, and you're still playing with the thing.
Yep, and you're still playing with the thing. So it entertains you for now, but maybe get your life together, okay? Maybe change the logo. All right, Atlanta Falcon, another bird. We're starting off with 3 birds, which is interesting. Okay, Atlanta Falcons. I'll say another team to me that doesn't have so much, you think about some of the NFL teams in the South, they don't have as much oomph as the college teams, the SEC teams in the South. New Orleans Saints. Atlanta Falcons.
Well, that's because the college teams take all that energy. They take all that when you can't serve two masters. And the SEC South is the rowdy fans are serving the college teams.
Yeah, and so there's something about the Atlanta Falcons that also, I know we used this word already, it also feels a little bit sterile. I know they're playing indoors also, which you like.
Okay.
But just specifically on the logo though, it has sort of a mean, aggressive look. Right. It's it's kind of cool.
I am kind of somewhat of a fan of it's a little bit abstract and great colors. And the Falcons do have some of the better uniforms, in my opinion, in the NFL, especially when they do their throwback. Their throwback with the I think the red helmets and the black jerseys, incredible. Some of the cool, that's so sick.
Hear me out. Also, well, we look at this previous bird, the Cardinal. It's also red and black, but it's too much red to black. The Falcons looks cooler because it's more black than red. If you were to inverse or decrease the amount of red on the Cardinals, it'd probably go up to B. So what do you think? Falcons logo, that's up there. That's a B at least.
Yeah, I would say B plus. So let's say B.
All right, let's go.
And the other thing about the red is the Cardinal red is a PG red. The Falcons red is rated R.
That's what a great way. What a great way of doing it. And also the bird looks like that. It's a PG. It's on Nickelodeon right there. Falcons.
Yes.
Night. Okay. Nick at Night. And we can also, once we get these up, we can kind of reorganize a little bit to make sure. Okay. Baltimore Ravens. To me, this is it's a bit busy. It's a bit cluttery. You have the bird and then you have the bee in the middle of his head.
Yeah. Just pick one a little bit.
Yeah. Because there's another team. There's another bird team that does a really good job with their logo, where they put the letter of their team within their logo, but it's kind of disguised more in the bird. Baltimore for me, it's sloppy. I gotta say, it's sloppy. What do you think?
Okay, I agree. And here's my analogy for the Baltimore Ravens. You know, when you're making a song on GarageBand, okay, and you find some sounds that are like, oh my, this sound is so cool. I'm gonna make a sick song, but they're conflicting, but you can't decide between them. So you just decide to put them both in your song on GarageBand. That's what the Baltimore Ravens logo is.
I have never related more to anything in my life. You remember the songs that me and Eric Kegbine used to make on GarageBand? That one sound.
Yeah.
That one, that string.
Yeah.
That's
No
great.
transition between completely changing themes. You're like, I just need them both in here.
Yeah, I feel like that's a D because it's so cluttered. It's sloppy to me. What do you think?
Yeah. I agree with that.
All right, we can revisit it. Okay.
I do love the colors, but just sloppy.
Yeah, colors are cool. Buffalo Bills. All right. This is interesting. It's simple. It's very recognizable. I'm not sure though. You also have like the Colorado Buffaloes, which it's kind of a similar look there.
Yeah.
Which you can't, a lot of times these college teams and high school teams, they're copying the NFL teams.
Yeah.
There's something here. What do you think? How do you feel about
there
it?
is something here.
Emotion?
This is how do I say this? It's a sophisticated simplicity is what I'll say.
Okay. Yeah, that's really
good. And I think they describe perfection as there's nothing left to take away, and I kind of think they were striving for that with the Buffalo Bills. I think it does its job.
That is beautiful. There's nothing left to take away. It is simple. You have that, it's not just the buffalo. You have this red thing here, which I don't even know what that is. Is this like a laser or a wing? What is that even?
I don't know. I think it's just to put in motion. I like
motion.
It. Yeah.
What do you think? B? I mean, is it like, I feel like we're going to be pretty.
Yeah. Let's say B for now. I think we may be able to rearrange once we see them all up there, but I think it's a B.
There we go. That's good. Okay. Carolina Panthers. To me, also generic cat. I just feel it feels generic cat logo. What,
really?
You like it?
I love it. I love the Panthers. I think number one, incredible animal.
Okay.
You know how people describe Michael Jordan? His movement was cat-like. That's elite athlete movement. You don't want to be like a wolf or a dog. You want to move like a cat, elite athlete. I think it's a great logo and mascot. And I think it's sick colors, and I really like it. I don't think it's too busy.
Okay. You know what? Maybe I'm letting in my bias of just like the team of Carolina creep in here, because now that I look more black than the colorful color, like more black than blue. It's aggressive. It's intimidating. Yeah. What do you, I mean, are you thinking this is like an A?
I would put this as an A. Now, if the colors were reversed and it was main blue and then black trim, it would be like a C, or it would like feel like the Cardinals. But the way they've done it, I'm actually
okay. I think you've won me over. You won the debate club. Let's put it an A for now. It is pretty cool actually up there. Okay. Chicago Bears. I mean, it's
I don't know.
It's hard to tell. I mean, what else do you do? What else are the full body of the bear, like the buffalo? You do the full body of the bear? I think that would be a little bit weird. Like actually, sometimes when you see a bear's full body, it's almost a little bit less intimidating than just the head. So I think they're right to go with that. It's a little bit too much of the colorful colors.
It's true. You can't do the whole body of the bear because the bear's got a bad body. There's a lot of power, but it's fat. It's not like a lion's body. If they try to do what the lions do and have that, add some motion in a profile image, you'd see a gut on the bear, and you don't want
exactly. Like the bear is it's like dad bod, but really strong. It's loose skin and the fur and stuff, but it doesn't look tight. What do you think here? How about like a C?
Yeah, let's say C.
Okay.
I think their helmets are just the C. The Chicago.
Yeah, that's true. They don't even. Yeah. Well, that's brutal. Yeah. All right. Cincinnati Bengals for me. I feel passionate about this. This is an F. This is a lazy
so
logo.
Lazy.
B with. I mean, it's pathetic. Also, a Bengal is a really cool animal. Like,
there's so much potential with that mascot, and they blew it. This logo was created by one of the team owners' daughters in class. They drew it with double letters and brought it home, put it on the fridge, and go, yeah, we'll make that the logo.
Yeah, this was made in clip art by a 13-year-old daughter of an owner. Exactly.
Yes.
And now, actually, Mike, this speaks to your passion for the Panthers logo, because actually now seeing that in contrast, a different cat logo, way better.
Imagine if the Panthers just did a P, a blue P with Black stripes. Pathetic.
Oh, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Okay. All right. This one is a controversial logo. Cleveland Browns. It's literally just an orange helmet. I mean, well, let's think. What are your other options? The team is named after a guy's last name. So you're already working with, it's a tough situation to try and pull a logo. Brown,
Yeah,
do you
hard.
do a caricature of the guy? I just
stick figure. Also, out of the whole color spectrum, the worst color to pick to have.
It's tough.
After. It's hard.
I feel like this is an F. Could it be? It's nothing.
Yeah,
it's a football helmet.
It's
a clip art football helmet.
It's the epitome of phoning in. It's the
phone it in.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
Dallas
Scott.
Cowboys. Simple yet powerful. And that's what you want in a logo. You want a logo to convey an emotion, a meaning. And, they always talk about like having a star on your helmet. I think this is a top tier logo. What do you think?
I agree. I think just like you said, the star on your helmet, it's the epitome of football. You want to earn your star, earn your stripes. Another thing about the Cowboys logo that I think they do better than any other logo in the NFL, this logo is like a brand logo, like a Fortune 500 company. That's it could go, you could put it in the business world and it would service the same way. These other ones, if you put them in the business world, okay, it's a little jokey of a company. This is Power 5.
Fantastic. It works as well on a helmet, as on a field, as on a polo shirt in the boardroom, as on a financial report of a Fortune 500 company. You see that logo in the corner, you're like, all right, well, cool. I'm working for a really good. If I saw the Miami Dolphins logo, I'd be like, what is this company? What are we doing?
What is this company? You want my credit card? No.
I'm gonna put my credit card info. I see that Dallas Cowboy logo on the website. Yeah, man. Here's my social.
Supreme, top of the top.
Yeah, top tier. Supreme. Yeah. Shout out to Jerry Jones. That man, gosh, that's great. Denver Broncos. Shout out to our brother Anthony, who is he loves the Denver Broncos. This I think is also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because you have like you incorporate the orange a little bit, but it's not so much. It's the mane of the Bronco. You clearly see the motion. You see the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
And this is another one where I wonder if you did the whole body of the horse, you would lose aura. This is another one where like the face works pretty well. What do you feel?
I agree with that. I think this is one of the better logos. I love the motion. I love the aggressiveness. The Bronco, cool, so cool. Part of me kind of wishes that the Broncos were called like the Stallions or something, like a black stallion. And if they had that kind of branding, that would, because incredible mascot, but it does, to me, there's a little bit of a softness with it for some reason. I've never,
do you think,
maybe if they had like they've had a history of a tough of his nails defense or run game, it would beef up the feeling I had with the logo. But nonetheless, good logo.
Do you think that if the horse's face was black with the orange right there, it would feel tougher than the white face with the orange?
Yeah. Be scary.
So what are you thinking? B, A? I would
say A.
I would put this as an A. Yeah, I would put this as an A. And because I don't want our brother Anthony to come screaming at us because, I mean, it's a good logo. It's a good logo.
It is a good logo.
You see that. Okay. Detroit Lions. And here we've alluded to it. It's the full body of the lion. And this is one I think you look at back at the evolution of NFL team logos. And I'm actually going to pull that up while we talk about this because it's kind of cool to see the evolution of NFL team logos. The Lions have done a good job. I think they've always improved their logo. What are your feelings on it?
I like it a lot. I think it's one of the better animal logos for sure. Good motion, facing to the right, good subconscious. Yep. My only issue is I think the placement of the paws looks a little bit playful and docile to me. It doesn't look like the lion's attacking or eating prey. It looks like he's playing with his cub.
That is such a good point. It is very Mufasa Simba wrestling. Like maybe I would like to see a little bit of the protuberance of the claw.
Yeah,
which would add a level of aggressiveness.
Yeah, that's the only note I have on that.
That's a great point. That is a great point. But I think that kind of puts it. I mean, I feel sort of a B area here. I don't know,
I
maybe a
agree
B.
with that.
Maybe a B.
Yeah, because I put it as a B plus.
Yeah.
So B.
All right, let's put it there, and then we can revisit that real quick. I just wanted to pull this up that we could. This is what I was talking about. Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh,
This
lovely.
is the evolution. Okay. And you see the Lions logo has consistently gotten better. I'm try and make it bigger. Is that better? So that's what I mean. Look what it used to be back in the day. Stupid.
Yeah,
Okay.
really
and then
bad.
what is this?
What were
with the
those
two
colors?
bars? Yeah, weird. And then progressively going. Okay.
The two bars one. What was that? That was the first year of clip art. They thought they were ahead of their time. It's like people who what they did right there is right when clip art came out. It's like companies now who are doing all AI generated logos. That's what it's going to look like.
Precisely. Look at this. Going back to the Bengals. Look, they used to be a little bit cooler, and then they went to this lazy B. Like that's something.
They reverted. They were right on the nose there. The second to last one. Stay on that path.
All right.
Browns
here's an
early on. Look at that. Browns early on. Horrible.
Browns early on. Yeah. Wow. They had a guy. They basically had the thing you said, a stick figure of the guy. Is that Mr. Brown? Okay.
That's what he looked like.
All right. The Green Bay Packers. Okay. Mike.
Okay. I know you have a lot of emotion with this one, so I'll give you the floor.
Okay. Give me the floor here for a second because I grew up a Green Bay Packers fan. This logo, it evokes a flood of dopamine into my brain when I see it, still to this day, because of the green, because of the G. I also think, okay, there's a couple different tough logos, like the Browns. That's a tough logo. It's kind of an abstract thing. The Packers, that's kind of a tough one. It's an abstract thing. So what do? You lean into the city instead. And that's what they've done well with the G.
Okay.
And that also invokes a pride of the city. It's like, it's not a logo of a pack, it's the G. So all of the people of the city are represented by this. I like that one. I think it's iconic. It's simple. It's classic. What do you think?
Fascinating analysis with the leading into the city thing. Here's a through line that I would like to analyze at the end of this. The logos that lean into the city as their primary inspiration.
Yep.
Do they have a stronger fan base? Because just at first glance, Green Bay, one of the strongest, most loyal fan bases ever. Kansas City, super strong, always sold out fan base. These logos that lean hard into the city.
That's an interesting theory. That is a very interesting. Who are the only ones that do that? Green Bay does that. Kansas City does that. Okay, the LA Rams do that. Excuse me.
That's new, so we'll see the effect.
Yeah, that is new. That's new. Okay. So where do you stand? Where do you want us to put Green Bay?
I'm going to say this is like an A-. This is a tier below the star in terms of synonymous with the history of NFL, and it is another one that can look good in a boardroom on a stationary, the same as the sports.
All right, I think that the only thing you want to ask. Well, here's the thing. I would say the only thing. Well, I guess we could say the same thing about the star. Is that it is replicated easily. Like you see, like even like Georgia football kind of has a thing like that. I do see some high school teams.
Glencoe.
Grambling.
Shoot.
That's why I would pull it down to A.
Okay. Yeah.
There are parasites.
That's fair.
Okay. Houston Texans. Okay. And we check out here. This is, because they were expansion team in 2002. This is the only version of the logo that they've ever had. Okay. So Houston Texans, it's got the star. It's got the Longhorns there. It's got the colors of Texas. It's kind of like the Texas. Actually, this is great. It's the Texas flag in there. With the Longhorn.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I like it. And I like it more considering the fact that they never changed it. I think that I like that they're kind of going for tradition of just like, this is our logo. We're, laying down roots. And I think they did a good enough job to make it's simple and it draws to the state. Let's say kind of a B plus.
I'm feeling this is a solid B at least. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. Okay. All right. I think this one's kind of controversial. Indianapolis Colts. It's just the horseshoe. Okay. Let me see what their history was. They've just been revamping this same horseshoe since 1979, barely changing it. I will say,
Okay, who is head of marketing that hired the person to come back with the revamped logo, and all he did was add the dots around it, and they were paid whatever amount, and they unveiled it on one of these boards. They go, and here's your new logo, and the only difference is the white dots around it. And the boardroom goes, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing."
And they spent, first of all, they spent probably tens of millions on like a McKinsey consultant to talk about it, and then they hired this new artist. And there's this whole revamped new era, and then it was just that. I just feel like that's, to me, it's kind of the epitome of corporate culture. It's like stuff by committee. It's just, it feels committee. It's got a committee.
It does. Committee. It screams bureaucracy.
Yeah, it does.
Bureaucracy over tradition, like over legitimate tradition. I would say, to me, this is kind of an F, because when you have a cult, like, you're pulling off of a horse. There's a lot of aspects of horse and cowboyish type culture that you can tap into. This is the worst direction you go with. This is the lowest.
Look what the Broncos did. Look what the Broncos did. They also have the horse. They're in the horse world. Look at that head. Okay.
It's like doing the horse's tail as your logo.
I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about. Okay. Think about, the Vikings, and they chose, instead of doing the Vikings head and helmet, they chose the Vikings boot. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. That's an F. All right. And they've been revamping that same nonsense for years. Figure it out. Okay. This is a fun game, isn't it?
Yeah. This is great.
Okay. I hate this team, but the Jacksonville Jaguars, the logo's kind of sick. The blue, the whatever teal tongue, that's unique. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what are your feelings here? It's also very aggressive.
I am a big fan of this logo, just for the sake of, like, that's a lovely picture. Again, franchise-wise, I don't know, what kind of emotions I have with it, but the logo itself is beautiful.
I think so too. To me, this is an A level. I think it's got the elements that we like from the Panthers. I mean, if we're giving the Panthers an A, I feel like Jacksonville.
Yeah. They did a good job with the aggression.
The aggression. You feel that. It's scary. It's cool and scary. That's where the Lions lack. The lion is it's too cute. It's a little too cute.
Yes, a little too cute.
All right. Kansas City Chiefs. Another simple one. You just go with the Arrowhead and then the KC. And you got to think, it's also kind of cool, though. They have Arrowhead Stadium, so there is all that. Part of me, when they just do this, and I'm a little hypocritical here because I said I like that with the G, with the Green Bay. When they just put the letters, it sometimes can feel lazy.
I think it feels lazy when there's two letters.
Yeah, that might be it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I hate the New York Giants one. I think that's what are we doing?
It's so lazy.
There's no heart or culture there.
No.
Kansas City, you know what? For me, it's like, it's fine. It's fine.
It's a C for me.
Yeah, it's not evoking a lot of emotion. I don't hate it. It's not.
It kind of just feels like they're playing it safe. That's
exactly what. Oh, that's.
It's like they were kind of in the same realm as like the Redskins.
Yeah,
old thing, and it's like they were trying to be a little bit safer.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. All right, LA Chargers, formerly the San Diego Chargers, a simple lightning bolt. Okay. This is kind of tough for me because it is very simple. I don't know. It's something about the light blue around it. It makes it's a passive sort of beta lightning. It's not an aggressive lightning bolt. It's not going to hurt me.
Beta lightning bolt. Yeah.
You know what?
It's like 120 volts. You could take that shock. This is a lightning bolt of a shock where you're messing around with electricity and you can just go, and it's not something that could give you a heart attack.
Exactly. And it's just very soft. I mean, it's a fine, it does bother me a little bit. That's like not perfectly symmetrical too. I don't know.
It would almost be better if instead of the curve, it was kind of like, like almost the stretched out Z type of thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That form of a lightning bolt is much more aggressive than this passive curve.
Yeah.
me,
the only thing I'll say is their uniforms are cool. They have cool uniforms.
Sure.
Above average, but this is too simple.
Yeah, I feel like it's a C or a D almost.
Let's say D.
Yeah. I just like they chose the wrong form of lightning bolt. When you're a little kid, how do you draw a lightning bolt?
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter.
Yes. Harry Potter.
It's sharper. It's more poignant.
Yeah.
It has a purpose. It's going somewhere. This one is it's like
there
it's
it is.
looping back to where it starts.
It's not just going anywhere. It's spinning their wheels. It's a hamster wheel.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's a great analysis. Okay.
Yeah.
LA Rams. Now they used to be the St. Louis Rams. And let's pull up. Let's look at the throwback. Where was the LA Rams? Okay. The Rams. Yeah. The Rams, you see this? That
was cool.
That was so sick.
They've gone backwards.
Yeah. They have regressed. Hard regression. Because that would be an A or an S for me.
Yeah. Ram is a cool animal. The way that, the headbutting, it's perfect for football. The headbutting aspect, it's almost like, after the whole CTE thing, they try to get away from the headbutting stuff. And so they wanted to get away from the Ram thing. And then another thing is they're trying to tap in, because it's new to LA, they're trying to tap in, put the LA on there to try to force a culture build of like, we're a part of the city.
But you know what? As a guy that lived in LA for a little bit, I don't think you can nobody that's in LA is from LA. So you can't build, it's not Green Bay. Those people were born and bred in Green Bay. That's why they respond so well to that G. The LA people, they're transients. They're coming in, they're going to auditions, they're trying to meet people.
Yeah.
There's no so I think it was actually a waste for them to incorporate the LA into it, just like you said.
I agree. With a city like LA, it's not like Kansas City or Green Bay where they got nothing going on and these people are going to latch on to a football team. LA, there's so many distractions and everything. And there's, these are top end consumers in the sense of their attention span. And they can sniff out a suck up when they see one. And this is a suck up logo of trying to grasp the huge LA market instead of being like, we're a brand. If you're cool.
Unbelievable. Sucking up. And so I wouldn't put it as an F, like it does have fine elements, but they regressed hard. I would put it as a D.
I'd say D as well.
Yeah.
Tap into the Rams. Rams are sick animals.
They're like trying to do that with the A thing, but it doesn't hit. To me, it always looks like a moon or a banana. It doesn't hit.
Yeah.
It's a misfire. It's a strong misfire. Okay. The Raiders. It's kind of sick.
I really like it. I really like the Raiders. It's like right on the line of too busy, just a tier below. And I think they did a great job.
Well, because then it also can work as like just the guy. It's like you can also have the logo as just the guy. That works. But then it with the shield, I could do without them writing Raiders on there.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
The busyness.
Yeah.
But it invokes a sense of look at Raiders fans. These people, no matter what city the Raiders are in, and they've moved around, these people get Raiders tattoos. That's like a thing. I mean,
it is.
It's a big thing.
It taps into the pirate culture, outlaw culture, which is a fun thing to identify with. Everybody wants to feel like a mysterious outsider, and Raiders do it. I love this logo. I think it's one of the supreme logos.
Yeah, I actually think it's S tier. I think it's up there. The colors also, that, and it works. It's another one that works in multiple forms here. It's like that could be. Now, it can't work for every company. The Dallas Cowboys could work for every company, but the Raiders logo, maybe if you took off the word Raiders and you just had that, it could be like a construction company or some sort of aggressive military defense company.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. All right. Miami Dolphins. Okay. This is one where they went with a full body of the Dolphin. Yeah. I think it'd be tough. I think we talked about some of the other ones where the full body, you go full body or just face. It would be weird if they went with just the face of the dolphin, right? I think you need the full body. So
you have to go with the full body. I think I agree. It's not like a shark. It's not like you're going to show aggression with the animal. Yeah. I think you have to tap into the fluidity and athleticism and movement of the dolphin. And I think that that's what they lean towards here. And I think it's the best you can do with what you got.
Yeah, with what the mascot is, a dolphin, they're hitting the ceiling of what you're capable with that animal. I would put it as a B probably. I mean, I'm not blown away, but it's like, yeah, that's the right logo.
Yeah.
And then
I put it as a B.
Right? A B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the color scheme and uniforms is some of the best in the NFL, but the logo itself, I'd say B.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Minnesota Vikings. All right. You got the guy with the horns and the helmet and the flowing gold locks. He's facing right. He's got a strong jaw. It's very let's look at them previously. What did they used to have? Gesundheit. What did they used to have? Let's see. Where are the Vikings? The Vikings. Are they not on here? Am I you seen them?
Oh,
there they are. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they improved.
Oh, geez.
Big improvement from a stretched out, deformed face. And they also flipped him to look to the right, which is smart.
Good thing he tried again. First one is way off.
It's a pretty strong logo. Right?
Yeah, I think it's great. And I like that on their helmets that instead of just doing the full thing, they just do the Vikings horns as well. It's like, yeah, we're one of them. I like it. I think it's one of the best logo to helmet implemented brand.
Oh, that's a good, yeah. Like it looks good on there. What do you think? A? I think it's pretty strong.
Yeah, I would say A as well.
Okay. We're going A. All right. Here's another kind of like a guy, a human, a New England Patriot, which is interesting because it's an abstract concept. A patriot is like any person can be a patriot, but what are the characteristics? And I think that they kind of do a good job conveying that. Obviously, you got the red, white, and blue. You got the star. You've got this guy that he like looks like he's fighting in the Revolutionary War with like that hat. Very feels George Washington-y, facing the right. Forward motion. What do you think?
I like that it's an abstract enough thing where you don't feel like it's just a guy. It still feels like it's kind of a symbol.
Yeah.
And for me, this is the history of the NFL. This is a standard of eliteness, this logo. And I would put it in the S category for myself.
I am with you. I think what you just said is a great point. It's clearly a person, but it's not so deep. It's abstract enough to where it's like anybody can identify with that. Like, oh yeah, yeah. There it is. That's an S tier. Yeah. 3 colors. Looks great. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Okay. New Orleans Saints. All right. Okay. And now a little bit of history here. Do you know what city what is this flower thing called? This
New Orleans.
Symbol of?
That's the symbol for Saints. It's also the spearhead type of thing.
Florence, Italy.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Florence, Italy. I forget what this is called.
This is like this symbol for the Saints, I think, is one of the coolest symbols that you could have. And it's the most historic in terms of all of humanity. The symbol. It's like one of the most timeless symbols.
Timeless. Yeah.
Saints and, back to Florence and Renaissance, all this stuff. And I like that they didn't overdo it.
I mean, what else can you do when your thing is the Saints? What else can you do? I think in terms of choosing that, like you can have a guy, you can have a guy with the staff, or you can have whatever it is. But I think this logo right here, I don't know. Do you think it's an S tier? I'm just thinking it would actually look good, like in a boardroom. It would look good. It would look good.
I just think the imagery of this thing is so timeless that it's an S tier. And it's not that the Saints franchise did anything great here or grabbed it and made anything and they did something that's S tier. It's that this symbol itself is an S tier brand
symbol. Yeah. That's a great point. I mean, it's like, what kind of shapes do we? Triangle, square, pentagon, some other ones. And then this. I mean, it's a great symbol. S tier. I will say the gold, the light gold, I don't love. I would like it to be a little bit more black. And then maybe trimmed in gold, which is kind of a cool way. But
interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. New York Giants. And Mike, I'm just going to say right now, this is F. Lazy. F. You kidding me?
Pathetic. Who? What? Who would you draw it on a napkin? This is when you sit down to come up with a logo, and the first thing you do is write out the name, and then you start messing around with the letters, and it's like the second idea you had, and you're just like, what if we just draw a little Y in there? That'll do it.
That'll do it. Like I would even go back to the when it just said Giants. I mean,
that was cooler.
That's better. It is tough. Like when you have this as your what do you call it? Your mascot, a giant. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
it's
they
hard.
previously tried they tried to put him in the mascot into the logo. It doesn't work great. So you're not working with much, but I just feel like it's just not, it doesn't do it for me. F.
Yeah, F.
Okay. New York Jets.
Okay.
They
Interesting. Interesting mascot. When you think
It is an
about
interesting mascot.
A jet?
But think about this. All of the cool things you could do with think about like a fighter jet, how cool and aggressive that is.
Why
And
have they not gone with that angle?
Well, they have the tiny little like abstract jet thing on the top, but like why would that not be the primary image of your logo is actually like a fighter jet, which would look so cool.
Yeah. They with their mascot of a jet, they have an opportunity to tap into some more American and patriotic ethos or pathos, if you will, and go with the fighter jet, kind of tap into a military and just get a real, undertone of patriotic feel. They went with the passenger jet of billionaires as their logo. This is wrong way.
I feel this is a D or an F for me.
Yeah. Let's put it at an F.
Just because
you could do so much more. It could be
so much better. Go with the F-35 fighter jet. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what they used to have really quickly. Let's see. All right. Well, look, back then. Oh, shoot. Back then they had the jet, but they went with like a passenger jumbo jet.
They're so stuck on the jumbo jet idea. Go with the fighter military, something cool.
Stupid. All right. Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Mike, this is the other bird that I was talking about early on where, you have the eagle that looks really harsh and aggressive, and then you actually have the E, and I didn't even really notice that until recently. The E in the feathers. Do you see that?
Okay. That's cool. I never noticed that until just now, and that's how you got to do it.
That's how you do it. That's how you incorporate you put the E in there. It's coming out of his face. It's in his feathers. To me, this is an S tier.
I agree.
Because of that kind of elements. It's very aggressive. Uniquely, one of the only logos that faces left, which is going against the grain.
Contrarian.
I like the contrarian element of it.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is the best. This is the best sports maxed out logo that you could do with your mascot.
Yeah, look at that. There, it looks good up there. Okay, another controversial one, but what do? Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. Now, steel. That's a cool. What do you call that? Commodity element?
Yeah, it's a cool element. It's a cool metal. This is a classic case of what do you do? And I think the stars. I don't know how you got the stars. I think that here's what I think they did an okay job with what they had in terms of making the symbol, and then I think as a franchise. They took that symbol and made it a traditional staple of the NFL, and then so elevated it with what they actually did versus elevating it with the design. Great point.
Like, okay, I look back at some of these. This is pretty not so good. Okay, the guy on the steel bar beam. All right, not great. So I think what you just said there is exactly it. Like, if you just saw this and had no history of knowing what it was, it's like meh. But somehow they have made that pretty iconic. Those three, whatever those, they look like little.
What is that?
The spinny top from Inception. What are those?
Yeah.
But it's kind of iconic.
It is iconic. I think as a logo itself, it's a C, but in terms of its power and prestige, A minus.
Yeah. Let's put it a B.
Okay.
It's a unique B. B. A unique B. Okay. Get into some interesting one here. Seattle Seahawks.
S.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Let's look at their previous. What are they? Previously, they had the previous one. Also, I really like that. I like those colors, but they have, these are good improvements.
Yeah, they are good improvements. I did like the green, but I think it's perfect. Not too much, not too little, slight aggression.
Perfect. Yeah, that's an S tier for me also. Okay. I wear that on a polo shirt for sure.
Yeah.
All right. San Francisco 49ers. This is another interesting one where they incorporate the letters of the city. Now, another one, what do you do? 49er, a guy with a pickaxe? digging for
gold
gold?
bar. Yeah, I think you could tap into the gold or something. Like gold is the most valuable human. That's what we're all here for. The human race is created to mine gold for aliens. Tap into that.
This is what they used to have. They used to have
take
the
it way
guy.
too far.
They used to have the guy. Okay. So they've been like this for a long time, basically. I mean, their improvements are good. It does look good.
Okay. I think this is just, you did fine. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. It's caught in between kind of like the Steelers and the New York Giants.
Yeah.
But it's another case of the Steelers where they've done a great job as a franchise elevating the basic logo.
Yeah.
In a way
I would say on its face, I'd give it a C, but because of the history and it does evoke some emotions for me, I would put it a B. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Fair. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. That's that's an A right there. I mean, really well incorporated with the flag and the sword.
Yeah,
and the cross.
The sword, perfect incorporation.
Really, really good.
Rough around the edges, a little scary. Perfect.
Tennessee Titans. Now, it's kind of a cool looking thing, but a Titan is like a god type figure, you know?
Yeah.
But what do you do there? This is kind of interesting.
It's kind of interesting. It's like the demigod falling down to earth. That's kind of like the symbolism.
True.
So that's fair.
I don't like the colors. Something about light blue for me. That's why I don't like the Chargers so much.
Okay.
But it is cool with like that coming down.
I don't know.
I would give this. It's also a little busy for me, isn't it? It's a little busy.
Yeah, it's kind of like choose a direction. What is it? So a Titan's a demigod. I think that you could find a better symbol to represent that. That's a really cool thing to be, a demigod. Tap into like Percy Jackson, that realm. I think this is kind of a phone it in thing. This is kind of like
they're dealing with a tough history because they used to be the Oilers, right? They were the Houston
that's right,
Oilers,
yeah.
and they were like the Oil. So this is like they're trying to revamp their history. It's kind of cool looking. B?
Yeah, let's say B.
Fine with that? Okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
It's a really hard, like it's like, I don't know.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. When I look at it, I shouldn't feel this way. I should have a clear feeling. It should give me a clear emotion. I should evoke something right away so I can identify with the team. And it doesn't do that. That's its problem.
We're going to lower it to C because of that. It does not give me the emotion. The Washington Commanders is a hands down F.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is horrible. Their old logo, the Redskins logo, was sick.
That
would have been like an A.
That would have been A. It's comparable with the Vikings, and now it's
Yeah. Okay, here's our list. I'm actually feeling pretty good about our list. Look at our S tier. Those are sick logos.
Yeah, I think we made a lot of right decisions here.
Okay. The only ones, I feel pretty good about that. And then I think our S tier is great. Our F tier is great. Those are all correct. And then in the middle, there's some leeway, but I think we did a good job. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let us know what you think about our NFL logo tier list. This is the definitive list. All right. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next time.